Before Andy Warhol was the pop art icon that he is known as today, he was a commercial illustrator, and quite a successful one at that. He was known for his blotted ink drawings of shoes for advertisements and designs of album covers. For years he worked with pop motifs and admired the works of Robert Rauschenberg and Jasper Johns, but always as an outsider. At this time he didn't have his own subject or style as a fine artist. Following the work of European pop artists Eduardo Palazzi and Richard Hamilton, Warhol made an artwork featuring a Coca-Cola bottle. But instead of collage or using the brand as a component in the work as they had, the bottle was the sole motif. Warhol simplified the bottle to a graphic image placed beside its recognizable logo. It was too subjective. Warhol couldn't resist the painterly brushstrokes that one would associate with abstract expressionism. They undermined the otherwise detached coolness of the image. Warhol would continue to experiment with style and subjects in his paintings. Black and white paintings of photos from the newspaper, allowing drips of paint to fall from the text. Warhol often asked for suggestions of what to paint, and when one person suggested the most pervasive piece of pop culture, like a dollar bill or a stick of chewing gum, Warhol would begin to take images that were already really popular and filled with mass appeal. He would begin to make images as bold and brash as the advertisements themselves. Warhol believed that there was two ways to interpret the icons and artifacts of the consumer boom. One, the idealized perfect people and perfect objects as cliches or classicism. Or two, seen as crass or exploitative. This low motif psychological tension was full of possibilities. For 20 years, Warhol had the same exact lunch every single day, a slice of bread and a can of Campbell's soup. And he decided to paint the can of every variety of Campbell's soup. While he couldn't find a gallery to show his work in New York, he did find one in Los Angeles in July of 1962 at Irving Blum's Ferris Gallery. 32 paintings of Andy Warhol's Campbell soup cans were exhibited. They hung in a single horizontal line hung with a very shallow white shelf, not unlike the cans lined up at a grocery store. For Warhol, these were the most literal depiction of mass consumption. These paintings were silk-screened, which is a printmaking process originally intended for advertising. It's a semi-mechanized process in which he can print the base image of the can over and over on different canvases, and then he would go in and hand paint or stencil the individual names of the soup varieties. Gone were the individual strokes of the artist's hands, its absence replaced with a cool detachedness. The repetitive nature parodies the methods of modern advertising, the bombardment of the same image over and over in order to infiltrate the consumer's consciousness. This uniformity also went against the traditional art market. Art was supposed to be unique and rare and precious, not mass-produced. These soup cans would not only become the defining work of Andy Warhol's fine art career, but also pop art itself, its obsession with mass production and consumer culture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to keep learning more about Andy Warhol, head on over to my blog at LittleArtTalks.com. I'll have a blog post linked below with more about Andy Warhol's later works. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out some of my other art history videos. I also have a bunch on the way, so please subscribe for future ones. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Warhol often asked for suggestions of what he should paint, and when one person suggested the most pervasive piece of pop culture,